All right, all right, all right. Oh my gosh, we are live with the remedy. Oh my gosh. If y'all just knew what I've been through today. But you know what? It's not even about what I've been through today. Today is all about you. And we are live with the remedy. I'm your host, Kelly Perry, and I have some amazing people ready to, help to impart and to create a successful 2016. So thank you again. I want to say first thank you to my faithful listeners on the remedy at WDJY FM 99.1 in Atlanta. Shout out to everyone there. I so appreciate your support and for listening every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I did something special. I know you're used to hearing me on the radio, bringing some excellent, amazing expert guests to you. I'm doing something different to end off the year. Hey, it's almost like a gift. A gift is Christmas, so this is kind of like that gift you didn't know you had. So you get to open up this gift, and we're doing a live broadcast, and we're talking about, really developing your success blueprint for 2016. Because without a blueprint, you just kind of do the normal. And so I have some great guests, and not just a guest to me, he's a guest to you. But after today, you'll be so glad that you met him. But my partner in crime, my partner in business is joining me tonight, Barrett Matthews. How are you, Barrett?
Kelly Perry, I am doing marvelously well and improving. How you doing, Kelly?
Woo, Barrett, I am improving.
You got nowhere else to go, right?
Nowhere else to go. I can only improve. So I am improving. And you know what, Barrett and I host another show called Revenue Radio. Hey, Revenue Radio.
Oh,
so we host the show Revenue Radio on the hottest Blog Talk Radio show on SRN, Survival Radio Network. And we do that every Friday. And we also work together in business. And so, you know what? Just introduce yourself. Tell them about yourself, Barrett.
Well, wow, a whole lot to introduce. I am Barrett Matthews. I am known as the Get It Done coach. I'm the author of the book, Why Didn't You Get It Done? What I do is I coach you on how to be more productive, how to be the better you, the productive you that you were meant to be. So what I do is I put my foot in your rear and stop you from being a procrastinator. I stepped on some toes already, I think, Kelly. But also, as Kelly said, I am her partner. We have we'll have a radio show, Revenue Radio. We also have a company, Business Innovation Enterprises, and you'll be hearing more and more about that as well, especially for you entrepreneurs that want to really go to another stratosphere. We can take you there. And I also, I do a conference call called a call to action. So what I do is I coach people, and I want you to be a better you, a more productive you, and I help you to get there, and I make sure that you get it done.
All right. And yes, we do. So we come together and really help you to get those dreams off the ground. And so we also have joining us, Jasmine will be joining. Had a few technical difficulties, but we are working through it. And so Jasmine O'Day is going to also be giving you some great tips to help you really, get those dreams going. And so I'm going to let Barrett, because me and Jasmine just became friends. And so I'm going to let him talk a little bit about her before we jump in there and kind of start talking about, laying out this blueprint. And so just tell them a little bit about Jasmine.
Well, it's funny. Jasmine and I met 3 years ago, about 3 years ago, yeah. Actually, one of my friends did one of those millionaire mastermind things, and she had a group of people together, and she had Jasmine come in via Skype, and she blew our minds, and she offered she gave an offer, as most of us do. She gave an offer for 3 coaching calls with her for only $99.
Wow!
And she's just so y'all know, Jasmine is a multimillionaire.
Right. I'm wishing I could have got that.
Right. Well, look, you just got to talk. Look, now because of what you have now, you got clout now. You could just call. Yeah. So I took advantage of it for $99, 3 30-minute coaching calls. Well, it just so happened we hit it off right away. My first 30-minute call lasted 3 hours.
Wow.
So the second week, she says to me, Barrett, you know we have to talk for 30 minutes. I said, I know. Yeah, that one lasted 4 hours. And at that point, she says, "Okay, you're stuck with me now. We're family." So, we became friends, and she became my coach. And I want to make this point clear: I did invest in her coaching services. I did invest in her coaching services. I want to make that clear in case they didn't get that. So I did, and she was she's one of my coaches, and she's helped me. And like I said, we're friends too. But she's a hard nosed coach, but she's a very very nice person because she really wants to see people succeed. She works with a lot of people. She's helped people become millionaires, and of course, as I mentioned, she is one herself. And the funny thing about it is, and a lot of you probably may be thinking, well, she's got something different than that. Well, just so you know, a quick little story about Jasmine. She didn't grow up with a silver spoon. She grew up with parents that did encourage her, though. And she was that kid in school. You know, the kid in school that always sold the candy?
Right.
That was her.
I was one too.
You was? Well, she was that person that always went around selling the candies and stuff. And when she got out of school, she always had that entrepreneurial spirit. She used to sell, I think she still does sell the vending machine business. She owns some nightclubs and so forth. But the funny thing is, she was a millionaire, I think, by the time she was 30. And long story short, she got into a relationship, a marriage actually, where the gentleman ripped her off and left her with kids and penniless, and she was homeless. Now, for those of you who think that she doesn't understand what you're going through, she was homeless. She said she was taking showers on the beach.
Wow.
Living out of her truck, her and her kids. And she basically rebuilt herself, started a cleaning company, a house cleaning company, which now generates millions in revenue for her. And she now basically coaches people on how to be millionaire or how to make money in their businesses. And she has her hand in probably about 30 different businesses.
I know. She's amazing.
She's a serial entrepreneur.
I count it an honor just to be able to, speak with her. Some people don't take that honor like it is when somebody has done something and reached a level that you haven't reached. When you're around them, you shouldn't be doing all the talking. You should be doing the listening.
Kelly, they say if you want to be a millionaire, take a millionaire to lunch and shut up.
That I agree. I totally agree. Which is why, like, when I am, talking to her, the times I spoke with her, I'm like saying very little because I'm like listening. Like, she might drop a nugget on me right quick, and I want to be ready.
Right.
So that is an important thing to know. And so I'm really looking forward to what Jasmine is going to be, sharing with you tonight. And as we talk about Barrett, and I just like to jump in there. We're talking about creating a blueprint for success. And any blueprint that you lay out, when you think about building a house, before they build a house, they create a blueprint. They design what it's going to look like. And once that house is built, you can look at that blueprint and you can see, the blueprint talks about, being able to, doors are going to be this tall or windows are going to be like this. And so I really believe that when we're creating, a dream or building a business, then we have to create that blueprint first so we know where we're going, what it's going to look like. Because if you don't know what it's going to look like, how do you know you have it, when you get there? So, I was looking up the word goal or goals. And so I was really looking up and studying goals and goal setting. And the one thing that I thought was quite interesting, and I think is quite, evident, everybody should get
Kelly. Kelly, I'm not sure if you're there. And if anyone's listening or anyone's watching, we definitely had some technical difficulties, but we want to keep on going, talking about building a blueprint. And what I want to talk about also is if you are building a blueprint, if you're starting out with that, like as Kelly said, you want to make sure that everything is structurally sound, but you also want to make sure that whatever you build it on is structurally sound. What does that mean? Well, that means if you're starting a business, but I think we're going to start over again. So give us a second, if you would. Give us a second. We're going to start all over again. So if you're seeing this, just hang tight. Hang tight. We'll be right with you. Hello.